So today we're going to look at the differences between ser and estar. So ser means to be, but basically it means I am, you are, he or she is, we are, or they are. And you'll notice it's an irregular verb. It doesn't follow much of a pattern. Ser is used to tell the time, like ¿qué hora es? Son las 8 de la noche, or es la 1:30. Okay, so I could use these to tell time. I use son if it is a time that's bigger than 1. Es is used for la 1. Ser is also used for the date. ¿Qué día es hoy? Oh, hoy es lunes. Mañana es martes. Mi cumpleaños es el 6 de marzo. So anytime you're talking about the day or a date, or anytime you're talking about the time, you're going to use ser. Estar is an AR verb, and it follows a pretty normal AR pattern. You take off the AR and add either o, as, a, amos, or an, except in this case we're using hoy. And notice that we have accents over these three A's. And if you need extra help with that and reasons for why that is, you can look at the previous video on estar. But those accents are basically there because there are other words in Spanish that are spelled the same way, but are pronounced differently and mean something a little different. So the accents help us to know which one it is when we see it written down. So ser o estar es la cuestión. So ser is used for descriptions. ¿Cómo eres tú? Ah, yo soy simpática y inteligente. También soy morena y alta. So anytime you're describing what somebody looks like or what somebody's personality is like, you're going to use ser, which would be like eres or soy. This question is asking like who or what are you? Estar is used for feelings. ¿Cómo estás? Ah, yo estoy muy bien. Estoy feliz. So you'll notice these two questions, ¿cómo eres? And ¿cómo estás? Are very similar, but the verbs are different, and it changes the meaning of the sentence. This is still asking who or what are you, or how are you? So it's still are, you, or I am, and both of these mean I am. Yo soy and yo estoy both mean I am. But this one is talking about a condition that's going to change. My emotions aren't going to stay the same, whereas a description of what I look like or my personality is going to probably be pretty similar from one day to the next. So we've got Luke, yo estoy tu padre. Ah, no, tienes que usar el verbo ser. So padre, being somebody's father, is a description of who you are. So in this case, we would want to use yo soy, not yo estoy. So ser is also used for your origin or where you are from. So if you see this keyword de or from, you'll know this is asking for your origin. Where are you from? So we're going to use ser. ¿De dónde eres? Ah, yo soy de Perú, or yo soy peruano. This is more or less the same statement, except that this one is I am from Peru. This one is I am Peruvian. It's just a different way of saying the same thing. Estar is used to tell where you are located, where you are in, or what you are on. So, ¿dónde estás? Ah, estoy en la clase de español. So again, this is something that is going to change. You're not going to be in the same place from one time to the next, maybe even change within minutes. Whereas where you're from, your origin, isn't going to be that different from one day to the next. So, ser again is used for things that don't really change. Estar is used for things that do. So here we've got another example. He says, Luke, soy un Lord Sith, because that's a statement of who he is. Soy de Tatooine. That's telling where he's from. Soy el malo. I'm the evil one. Ah, sí, también soy tu padre. So this time he got it right. I am your dad. Estoy en el lado oscuro. That's saying where he is in or located. I'm in the dark side. Y estoy muy contento. I am very content. That means it's a feeling. So we've got estoy for location and emotion. We've got soy for who we are and where we're from. So estar is also used to talk about things that we are doing right now. So this is how we used ing in español. ¿Qué estás haciendo? What are you doing? Oh, estoy jugando basquetbol. So first to do this, we have to have a form of estar. And this is because the action will change. So if we want to say I am, or you are, or he is, we are, they are, talking about an action that we're doing at the moment, we're going to want to use one of these 5 to talk for the is, am, or are part of the expression. Then we're going to pick the action verb that we want to use. Okay, so to do an ing, this is how we do it. We take off the ar for ar verbs, and we add ando. So for example, if I wanted to say talking, I would say hablando. If I wanted to say singing, I would say cantando. If I wanted to say dancing, bailando. Okay. For er or ir verbs, we add iendo. So like comer, comiendo. Beber, bebiendo. Vivir, to live, viviendo. Like if I want to say, oh, I'm living in California. See? So that's all you have to do. You just take off the AR or ER, and add one of these 2 endings. So this is what it would look like. He is swimming in the pool. Él está, so there's my is, él está nadando, there's my ing, en la piscina. We are skiing in the mountains. Nosotros estamos, this is my R for we, esquiando. Okay, so I do A-N-D-O for these 2 verbs because they're both AR verbs. You are running in the park. Tú estás corriendo. Okay, so because correr is an ER verb, that's why I'm using I-E-N-D-O. And we've got the you are, tú estás. She is writing a letter. Ella está escribiendo. So she is would be ella está. And then I add I-E-N-D-O on the end of this verb because escribir is an IR verb. All right? So we'll do some more practice with this ing stuff in Espanol, but this is just an introduction so that you have a sense of how to use it. And obviously using the verb estar in this case to talk about something we're doing that could change in the future very soon. All right, adios.